Was free ether energy replaced with messy energy extraction from limited resources to enslave humanity? Were star cities used for energy production and energetic protection from our enemies? What role did frequencies play in the creation of highly complex star forms? Are we suffering from a collective memory loss? Is history nothing more than an artificial matrix of repetitive events created for the purpose of suppressing our true potential? Who benefits from keeping humanity asleep? Who are we really, and where do we come from? Why does it seem that more truth is found in the ancient stories and myths of our ancestors than our textbooks in modern scientific research? Does our amnesia keep us from accessing these collective memories found in ancient myths? Is that lost part of humanity the reason modern life is so cold and hostile? Nothing is as it seems. It's time for us to remember again.
Zuerst wurde es dunkel, dann kamen die Fremden. Sie kommen, wenn wir schlafen. Auf der Suche nach etwas, um ihre Sterblichkeit zu verhindern. Um unsere Gedanken zu stehlen. Unsere Seele unterscheidet uns von ihnen. Um unsere Erinnerungen auszulöschen. Wir haben viel zu tun. Um all das zu zerstören, was uns menschlich sein lässt.